BpsRps Live 4/26/2022. I'm not sure what happened with that the first link, but you guys remember the missing link? He was from Parts Unknown. He was one of the few wrestlers that was from the place Parts Unknown. I still don't know where it is, but if you guys find out where it is, please let me know. And missing link, if you're watching, thank you. Always inspiration for me. What's up, Doc? What's going on, King M? How are things, brother? My man Rob 1, King M's on. My man Rob 1 sent a text about how he hopes the Celtics win it all, and a gif of Larry Bird. First off, my man Rob 1, Larry Bird retired many, many years ago. Second of all, trust the process. That's all I got for you, my man Rob 1. I can't name one Celtic right now. I can only name 2 or 3 Sixers, but that's besides the point. I was telling somebody at work today. Now I'm not a basketball fan. I don't follow them, but I'm curious. I like to see a parade. Hometown team. Speaking of that, I did some research before I came on. I see the Phillies are winning 7-0. What's that all about? 7-0. Checking the box score now. 2 innings. 1 inning they scored 3. 1 inning they scored 4. Wow, 7 runs, 4 were earned. Bohm's Gold Glove in it tonight. Nice. It's amazing what a little curse word can do to a baseball player's confidence. Bohm's 1 for 3 tonight, a run, an RBI. Wow, the whole lineup's got at least 1 hit except for Castellanos and Schwarber. But Schwarber has 2 walks. Is his batting average really 175? Who is that? That's Jobber Hits. Refers to Bohm as Jobber Bohm. Nice. Andrew, good evening. I like that. Good evening, Bips. It sounds like something Hannibal would say. Good evening. Love that quote. Andrew's on Prospects 1500 Futures Focus. I didn't listen to it yet. I'm not going to lie. That's on my playlist for tomorrow. Roman Quinn. Well, he's not playing tonight, but yeah, Roman Quinn. You just call him up to the majors, and you're going to score 7 runs because how fast he is. Jobber Hits is referring to Andrew as a jobber too over on Twitter. Jobber Hits. It was that. Jobber Hits has my 87 Tops card as their avatar. Is that avatar or logo? That's nice. That's nice to see them beat up on the Rockies. The Rockies are 10-6. How? I don't get it. I see Lorenzen did a good job for the Angels last night. That was a shrewd signing. That was a shrewd pickup. I liked it. I want to get a shirt of that card on here. How great would that be, wearing a shirt of yourself? I actually did that many years ago, but wow, there's a lot of games going on right now. Yeah, I forgot it was a picture of me at Citizens Bank Park, like the second year open. I don't know. Twins up 1-0 over the Tigers. Mets up 1-0 over the Cardinals. Scotty Scott, good evening. Astros 1-0. Good evening, Clarice. Royals 2-0. Blue Jays 2. Royals over the White Sox. Blue Jays 2-1 over the Bo Sox. They're all in the 4th inning. Marlins are my team. Yeah, till the Phillies go on like a good winning streak. The Marlins are still my team, 3-1. Yankees 4-0 over the Orioles. Derek Hall, he had a monster week, didn't he? He's got 103 career minor league home runs. Never got a shot at the major leagues yet. Hopefully that'll change this year with the DH because he's limited at first base at that. I like to see what he could do. He's been in the minor leagues for like 5-6 years. About time. Quad A guy, yeah, I know, but I like to see. Hey, I always thought Hoskins was a quad A guy. That's why I traded him away for who did I trade him away for? Right. So it's either the longtime minor league vet in Hall or Akami, the local kid, who's going to make majors first for the Phillies. I love to see Akami come up, if I'm even saying his name right, and just hit a home run his first at bat. Place will go wild. I don't even know how he's doing. I should look that up. How about the Yankees? They cheated. Like we don't know that. Eloy Jimenez is out for probably the rest of the year. The Phillies cut Ronald Torreyes. He asked for his release. Why? He had a manager who would play him over anybody else. Oh, today in baseball history, what is it? 26th? That's what happened today in baseball history. Roger Maris hit his first home run in 1961. That was the year he broke Babe Ruth's record. He's hitting 244 in Reading. Reading's a hitter's park too. That's like maybe batting maybe .95 in the major leagues. So he's below the Mendoza line. He's more like we got to think of a line for if you bat 100. For some reason, I want to say the Tom and Jerry line. I don't know why. Ryan Sandberg, he broke Joe Morgan's major league record for home runs by a second baseman in 1997. Yeah, see how he's managing the Phillies. Steve Lombardozzi was born in 1960. That's a wrestling jobber's name. Talent enhancement, if you will. A slow day for baseball. Russ Swan. Russ Swan died in 2006. He was young. Yeah, he was a giant. I'm looking at his 90 Topps card right now. From 89 to 90, he was a giant, then a Mariner for 5 years. Wow. I bet nobody nobody right now is lamenting the loss of Russ Swan. I mean, except his family, of course, but it's odd. Yes, I saw that tweet and I got 2 of them. Thank you. Good looking out. I was meant to look earlier today, but I didn't. And then I saw your message about it. So thank you. Is anything good in there? It's 88 Donruss pop up. I don't know what's in here. I remember, I think 2 years ago when I first got into this stuff, they were $21.98. Oh yeah, these are 88. This is Stan Musial. Did you get any, Scott? Brett Saberhagen. This is a pop-up. There's a lot of jobbers in 88. Not just it's Brett Saberhagen, who was an every other year jobber. Pop-up. So it's pop-up video. You guys remember pop-up video? See? And all throughout the video, little trivia pops up like this kid. Brett Saberhagen won the Cy Young this year. The next year he went like 1-20. Player auction. I like the player auctions a lot. They're a lot of fun. Wow, speaking of RIP, Bo Diaz. He's the guy who the satellite dish fell on him and killed him. I've never seen these cards before. These are like a special. The goal's Canseco, of course. Hall of Famer Harold Baines on the White Sox. Pretty neat. Tony Fernandez, speaking of RIP, passed away about 2 years ago. It was a really good guy, really good dude. I say that like I met him, but never met him. Pedro Guerrero was a pretty good third baseman for the Dodgers, the Cardinals. Had an okay career. And Bruce Hurst. Didn't Bruce Hurst, did he pitch really well in the World Series? Like he had like two, or in the playoffs, like 2 good games that year? But you don't have that card, Scotty. It's rare. These are 91 Topps football. Special 1,000-yard club glossy card inside. Bo Diaz rookie. Dale Murphy. Andre Dawson. Murphy came up as a catcher. No, Dawson was an outfielder. Who's on that card? I'm picturing it in my head, but I can't picture the players. Well, here's Barry Sanders or Eric Dickerson. Should be Bo Jackson, shouldn't it? Murphy, Lance Parrish, Ernie Witt. That is some really good. That's some good players on there. Murphy, catcher. Lance Parrish, who was great except for the Phillies. Every year he had such a great year, except 2 years here. And Ernie Witt. We all know that he fathered Bobby Witt with Mike Witt. Former Angel pitcher Andrew. Marion Butts. Of all the running backs that I can get a glossy card of, I got Marion Butts. I don't know that. I know Larry was pretty good, but I don't know his overall numbers compared to Lance. That'd be a nice little research topic for me for later. Claiming Butts? Why? It's yours. Super rookie, Obi. I know you're a fan. Emmitt Smith. He was a pretty good player. Remember he played for the Cardinals? See, you guys think I don't know football. Bob Carpenter. He was the former Phillies owner. Bob and Rully Carpenter. I think he passed away in like 81. And then Bill Giles took over a couple years later. Ricky Jackson. He was a pretty good defensive player for the Saints. It makes sense. I didn't know he played with them. Everybody has a reason why they claim players. Remember the one time King M claimed Travis Shaw? I was like, for what? Because Nick PC's Travis Shaw. We went to high school with him. It's not my place to judge. I just facilitate. Part of the Jackson 5, though. Ricky. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike. Mark. Does Barrick? Nick. Snowman Bandit on Twitter. Mark Does Barrick. I've never heard of this guy. He's a Minnesota Viking outside linebacker. He's a big Shaw fan. Loves the Reds. Mike Babb. All right, maybe I don't know football. Mike Babb. Baab. But Lomas Brown. I used to be a Lions fan. I never heard of Lomas Brown. He was a tackle. Emmitt Smith's father, Ben Smith, an Eagle. Cornerback. Was he toast? Tim Harris, a Packer. He was traded to the Eagles. Remember that. He was a real tall linebacker. Yeah, outside, real tall player. That's all I know about Tim Harris. I think he was a first-round pick. He was considered one of the most outstanding linebackers in pro football. Pretty big statement. John Gesick. There's no old gum. You want to see some old gum? You give me a minute. I want to eat some old gum. Lomas Brown. That's probably why I know the name. He guaranteed a win against the Eagles in the playoffs. And the Eagles kind of turned the table and beat them 40-3. Mark Tunai, Shane Conlon, Jerry Ball, Jerry Football, Keith McCants, David Johnson. It's David Robinson. John Elway. He was a good quarterback. Denver Broncos. Let's see what we got as far as going. There you go. I've been challenged by Jobber Hits about my gum eating addiction. 90 tops. There's a pack in here. Gold Kazako. Not bad. Glossy All-Stars and Hot Prospects cards. Collector's edition set. Jim LaFay, this one they had manager's cards. What was the last year they had manager's cards? Scott Garrell. Scott Garrell's had one good year, I think it was 89. Impressive. Is it the gum or Scott Garrell's ERA in 1989? Mark Thurman. Here you go. There's a Philly, Randy Reddy. Phil Bradley on the Orioles. This is really strange seeing him on a team other than the Mariners. He was a Philly for a couple of years. He was a really solid player. I think if you have a team of Phil Bradleys, you'd finish 500. Manny Lee, Bruce's brother through marriage. Greg Brock. This is Lou Brock's kid. I think so. I think 89 he had that low ERA. He led the league. I'm not going to be able to say it because my eyesight is horrific. In 89, it was 2.28. The italics shows that he led the league. Pretty impressive. Tom Browning, I think he threw a no-hitter. Mark Davidson in a checklist. Jeff, if you're watching, we got another checklist for you. We know how you're a big checklist fan. Todd Froworth. Who's that ass clown on ESPN? Berman, right? He dubbed him Todd, which hand is he Froworth? Lloyd McClendon, he's the manager who threw the base. He went, look up Lloyd McClendon managerial tirade, and you'll see him throwing bases. He went off on the umpires. Better than Schwarber the other night. Here's Julio Franco, all-star. That was his 10th year in the league. He's playing baseball somewhere right now. It's a great card. Sammy Sosa, rookie. He was a White Sox. Traded to the Cubs for George Bell. It's a rookie card right here. I have to put this on eBay. It's crisp AF. Pack fresh. And a Chip Hale, who went on to become a manager. I think he still manages somewhere. And we started with the manager, we end with the manager, Jim Leyland, who used to smoke cigarettes in the dugout. Back when you could smoke. And this is a classic pack, 12 cards. It's called 1993 Four Sport Draft Pick Collection. I have no idea what the hell these are. But the goals are Jose Canseco or Pat Burrell. Pat Burrell might have been 3 this year. Maybe like a pre-rookie card. No, they are jizzed. Harvell, Joe Harvell. He played for Ole Miss. What the hell this is? The hell's a Joe Harvell? Lance Gunn. It's a great name. This is Tommy's brother from Rocky V. Very underrated movie. Can't even see the names on these things. This is horrific. That's a baseball player. Ratliff. John Ratliff. Wasn't he a White Sox pitcher? Or am I thinking Theo? Oh, John Wasden. Former Red Sox and Oakland A. He was traded for Canseco. You want to hold on to this card. Any player traded for Canseco must be damn good. You want to hold on to this. No way. Christian Leitner. How great was Christian Leitner? Lights out. I'll reprint. Anybody go to that game at the Spectrum about 30 years ago? He hit the greatest game-ending shot in basketball history. The reason why you say that, if he missed the shot, they would have lost the game. Somebody else hit a game-winning shot about 10 years ago. People say it's better than Leitner's, but if that guy missed the shot, it was still going in overtime. The whole game depended on Leitner's shot, and he won. I wasn't at the game. My friend Nikki asked me to go, but I had school. You could always retake a class. You can't relive the greatest shot in college basketball history. I learned the hard way. Caesar at 2 Brute. Jimmy! It's funny you come on and we'll talk about Julius Caesar. Beware the Ides of March, people. Never heard of this guy. Here's a hockey player. I say it like I'm excited, like I know who it is. Makes sense because you're the part of the triumvirate, Jim. You remember that? That it happened. What? 4 blocks from my house. They were talked about it all day on ESPN. Every 30 seconds, they repeated that shot. It was amazing. He must have felt great. Corey Fitzpatrick. These cards are really poorly designed. You can't make out the guys' names. I don't know who this is, and I'm not going to spend any more time trying to figure out who this is. Somebody take a guess. Eric Curry? Mrs. G, how are you? Igor Chibarev. One guess what sport Igor Chibarev plays. Chris Mills. He was a good college basketball player. I remember him. Phoenix drafted him. In Gilfest Brown. Igor, he was a champion curler. Yes. Good guess. That pack stretched the imagination, will it? All right. Oh. One more pack. No, I totally understand. It's been a rough night, hasn't it? Speaking of indecent, not suitable for work, here's my Wong, Colton, Brewers. He's still in the Brewers. He was a Cardinal before the Brewers. Wong went from St. Louis to Milwaukee. Nick Castellanos, here he is on the Reds. He's a professional hitter, this guy. Speaking of which, at the risk of jinxing them, let's see what the Phillies are doing. 9-1. Got to see how he scored those other runs. Maybe that's why Nick likes the Reds, because same first name. His brother, Castellanos. Odubel Herrera, homer to right. Gregoria scored. That's depressing. Should be Erling, homer to right. Stott scored. Mark Canha. He's on the Mets now, Jim. Good on base guy. Good clubhouse guy. Devin Williams. This is the third Devin Williams I'm pulling out of these packs. And when you pull out 3 middle relievers, and just telling you got to quit while you're ahead. Cody Bellinger. He's having an okay year. He's bouncing back. Still striking out, but getting on base, stealing. Got a couple steals, hitting some home runs. Former Rookie of the Year, Kyle Lewis. You think he's ever going to play baseball again? AL wins leaders. Got this last night. Bieber called Marco Gonzalez. One is not like the others. Joey Votto, Nick, if you're watching, 2 Reds, 1 pack. It's amazing. The orange parallel is Jose Abreu, MVP. And the final, I say the best one for last. He's the best catcher in baseball. I'm telling you, he probably leads all catchers with 2 RBIs. He's a bargain, and only $23 million a year for a 265 hitter. JT real mediocre. Great. Just, I don't know. Made the playoffs every year he's here. Led us to a couple World Series. He cost us only one of the best pitching prospects in baseball. So that's all I got tonight, fellas. Thank you all for joining. Hope everybody's team wins tonight. Go Phillies. So that's all I got. You guys keep watching. I'll keep ripping. Have a great night, everybody.